This video summary aims to discuss the procedures that ensure validity and reliability within the assessment. The review discusses the concepts through the context of classroom and external assessment and highlights the procedures of designing rubrics, teacher judgment, and marking processes. The definitions are defined within the literature of assessment, reliability, and validity. Procedures and context. Procedures such as creation of rubrics and criterion, teacher judgment of the measure, marking and grading the assessment, and the context are of classroom and external assessment. Procedure 1. Rubrics and criterion. The procedure of designing the rubrics and criteria for an assessment is a key aspect of ensuring the validity and reliability of the assessment process, both within external testing and classroom assessment. It is fundamental that the rubrics are directly aligned to the curriculum and standards, so that mastery of the skills and knowledge is judged based on the outcomes. Teachers, therefore, when developing rubrics for classroom assessment, need to define a purpose for the assessment and identify the stakeholders for which the assessment is being reported. The design of the rubrics also must clearly identify which standards are aligned with the purpose of the assessment. The development of the rubric is done through analyzing and comparing multiple sets of rubrics to understand what is needed from differing perspectives. Rubrics need to be understood by all assessors, and this is done through professional development for all teachers that are participating within the marking process. Rubrics need to encompass 5 traits: alignment, sufficiency, clarity, appropriateness, and scoring procedures. These traits ensure that all rubrics are clear and thus ensure validity and reliability within the assessment. Procedure 2. Marking process. The second process that ensures validity and reliability within assessment is the process of marking, and the clarity with which the assessors understand the purpose of the assessment. The marking process needs to be solely focused on the rubric and the assigned scores to each question within the assessment. This therefore minimizes subjectivity within the grading process. The overall marking process needs distance between the teacher and the student to ensure validity of scores. Procedure 3. Teacher judgment. The third procedure that ensures validity and reliability is understanding how teachers judge when marking an assessment and what external factors can influence the teachers, and what process can ensure the minimization of this occurrence. Teachers must obtain professional development to ensure that marking and understanding of the rubric is consistent. Within this training, teacher must practice the process of marking at different levels and compare their results with peers to find any inconsistencies with the rubric and their own marking process. Before the marking process of the assessment, sample assessments should be graded, and this process is discussed collaboratively. Teachers have been found to interpret scores not only based on assessment criteria, but also personality, student behavior, and external pressure. The classroom context. The review delves into the idea of measurement of validity and reliability within the classroom content as separate from standardized assessment, due to the nature of assessment that takes place within the classroom. Classroom assessment is embedded within instruction, but the purpose needs to be aligned with the standards. Validity is an internal measurement process. The goal is to understand how students' work compares to ideal work and what would be the effective use of information. The measurement context is construct relevant. Assessment becomes an episode of genuine learning in which the content reflects the learning objectives and instruction. Studies have noted that it is important to develop a procedure to ensure the measures of reliability and validity that were aligned with classroom context and not with external testing measures. Limitation was attempting to draw generalizing conclusions about features of formative assessment practices is that they are always situated in complex social situations which co-determine the results and obfuscate validity. The external context. Lastly, the review discusses the measurement of validity and reliability in the perspective of external assessment. The measurement of validity and reliability directly aligns with standardized testing, as they were created solely for the purpose of ensuring that this style of measurement was aligned to its purpose. Measures of validity and reliability are developed through the external testing process, as the population is large and stakeholders are multiple. Validation relies on logical argumentation, and test designers must be aware of these judgments to avoid potential misuses. Validity is a measure of external inferences. The goal is a meaningful inference about student performance and its effective use of that information for a specified purpose. Measurement process is once again construct relevant, and conventional conceptions of validity privilege standardized forms of assessment. Thus, the above video has given you an understanding of some of the procedures for ensuring validity and reliability within the assessment. The references are stated below. Thank you.